Welcome back. 25 years of Doom. I'm Temin.
And I'm Mag.
Here we are on the Sega Saturn.
What the? Oh,
I feel like...
Okay.
So, I've used this Sega Saturn like 3 times in my life, and every time I've had to reset the clock. Is that just a thing with the Sega Saturn where you boot it up and have to set the clock each time?
So I've
Or is mine just
emulated
broken?
the Sega Saturn, and I think I only had to do it the first time. Oh,
mine must be broken or something.
The battery, right? For the
do they have batteries?
well,
like
on the
like
circuit board,
game
there's
batteries?
probably a battery to keep the time, right? For the clock.
Right.
Most consoles have something like that.
The Saturn CMOS battery is dead. Oh no.
Yeah.
So this is Doom for the Sega Saturn, speaking of, by the way. Played on actual hardware.
Nice.
You may be surprised to find that it is once again PlayStation Doom, asterisk.
Yeah. Hey, it was a good portal, right?
Yeah, it's
Also,
Good Times Interactive.
This is technically another CD format, so I mean, well, they had different hardware to work with, so I don't know.
Yeah, this Saturn's weird. They super rushed it out the door, as I recall.
Oh boy, yeah, there was a whole story with it about. I think they weren't intending to. Oh my god.
Saturn Doom doesn't run so good. Also, notably missing from PlayStation Doom is the wonderful colored lighting.
Oh, are you sure this isn't just like an upscaled, color-corrected Game Boy Doom? Woof. It's so choppy and chunky.
Yeah, there's a story with the engine and stuff. This is what I've got. From the Doom Wiki, I'm sure there's a better source than this, but, I trust the Doom Wiki fair enough. Hey, I've done it. So this is going to be, first quick fact, this is our last look at the Atari-based Doom levels, as far as I know, from Jaguar Doom, optimized by id Software. I feel like, maybe with one exception, going forward, all the maps, we won't see the Atari-based Doom 1 and, I guess, PlayStation-based Doom 2 maps again. So this is our goodbye to those. Hey, there's a chain gunner behind me. Hey, I wish I knew that before. Chain gunners in Doom 1, that's messed up, man.
Wow. Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Grass on Phobos, chain gunners on Phobos. It's messed up. Also paint elementals on Phobos.
Also, I don't know if it's just the frame rate, but man, it feels like our shotgun fires fast.
Yeah, right. It's weird. I don't really know. I wonder if they intentionally boosted the firing speed to compensate for the frame rate, maybe somehow.
Maybe. Yeah, because it's. I can't tell, right? It's not like the pistol in a couple of Doom ones we've looked at where you either have dual wielding or rapid fire, but it's just off enough with the bad frame rate that I guess it's faster. It's gotta be.
I mean, I think it feels faster than the Strange shotgun, which I think fired faster.
Yeah.
But right, the development for this was troubled, as I've seen. According to DoomWiki, programmer Jim Bagley, upon receiving the resources from id Software, was able to create a hardware-accelerated renderer for the platform in a relatively short amount of time. However, upon review by John Carmack, this rendering engine was found unacceptable due to the hardware's quad-based affine texture scaling. Carmack demanded that the hardware graphics capabilities be avoided, forcing Bagley to undertake writing a software renderer which utilized both SH2 processors in the system, under coordination with the 68,000 chip to draw the screen in a manner similar to the PC engine. So the guy wrote an engine that like works well with the Saturn hardware, and like John Carmack was like, nah man, that won't do. And so we've got slow frame rate version instead, which I'm not sure why. I guess it's their code, you know.
Maybe
But
it just like it would have looked wrong. Maybe they wanted it to be as native as possible. They didn't want to have to rewrite a whole bunch of stuff to get it working on this new
Right.
proprietary end. Like, I don't know.
which is interesting because a lot of ports of familiar games such as Duke Nukem and Quake for the Saturn actually do have custom-built engines that work well with the Saturn.
And they look fine, if not better. So I don't know what the problem would be. It's just
It's
one of those things. I mean,
it's a mystery. I don't know if Duke Nukem or Quake necessarily look better, but like they run on the Saturn.
Yeah.
All right.
So I did a quick check to fact check myself before I spread even more misinformation. But yeah, the Sega Saturn was a huge flop because Sega was originally trying to compete with the Atari Jaguar, and then Sega of Japan, I believe, they turned down a partnership with Sony PlayStation to make the next Sega console. And so they were just in this huge rush to like make their own console, beat the Atari Jaguar, but also beat the PlayStation and Sony. And Tom Kalinske, I think, went to LA for E3 and announced the Sega Saturn on stage and said, "Yeah, it's $399.
Like, it's coming out next week."
Yeah, it's actually, he said it was already on shelves.
Oh.
It was already on shelves.
Oh!
It was $390. Oh my God, nice.
Forgot that. The Atari
yes.
version of that room is so good.
Yes. Man, at least they kept that in.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then they went to announce it's already on shelves. It's $399, and then the next panel, Sony comes up and they say, yes, the PlayStation, it's coming out soon, and it's going to be $299, baby. So
nice one, Sega.
Yeah. So it didn't go well, and they
Right.
rushed it out the door way too fast because they were trying to compete with two other competitors. I mean, the Jaguar was a flop, but the PlayStation was not. So maybe if the Saturn had more time to mature, it would have been an actual competitor. We would have seen something closer to like N64 versus PlayStation back in the day.
Right.
And it would have also been versus Saturn, but no.
Yeah.
PlayStation.
Also, another weird,
Yeah.
a weird thing about like I guess the way Saturn renders graphics. It was mentioned briefly in the thing I read, but like instead of the like base polygon for rendering being the triangle, like literally everything else, for whatever reason, like all their 3D stuff is based on the quadrilateral.
That's right.
So,
yeah,
it's weird. And
what
I feel
an
like
incredibly
that may have been like a hard thing for developers to overcome.
Right, and that's probably part of why the Saturn is so stunted for like 3D graphics. I mean, aside from the fact that it didn't get time to mature and get improved back-end coding for the hardware to make it run better and be more, all that stuff that make consoles work good. They didn't have that time really. And then geometry these days, and for a long time, and really most geometry is derived from the indestructible triangle. So quadrilaterals, yeah. Going against the grain a little bit.
Just a bit.
I mean,
think about it.
Maybe,
Triangle,
okay.
that's 3-dimensional. Quads, think about it, 4-dimensional.
It's got to be fast forwarded. The frame rate looks fine, of course.
Double the frame rate,
It almost makes me think that like they fell into the trap of their own marketing, right? Sega Genesis, blast processing. Sega does what Nintendo don't. we don't need triangles. We've got quadrilaterals.
Yeah.
And the people designing it were like, how the holy flippin' hell do you expect us to make that work? Okay, quadrilaterals. Got it.
Yep.
We'll figure something out. It's the Wild West of game development and consoles. Let's do it.
Yep. Happy Saturn.
Are we gonna... Yeah, slow chainsaw Kako Demon.
Yeah. I'm taking a minute to reflect on all the Saturn games I own. I think it's just Doom and Nights into Dreams.
I mean, yeah, you're hard-pressed to find much better than that. There are some gems.
There's like Panzer Dragoon, which costs hundreds of dollars, as I understand it.
There is a reason why. That's because it's good, but I think it's also just rare.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, Secret Exit.
There's a couple other games on the Saturn. None are coming to mind right now, but there are a couple of gems.
Right.
I don't know if paying hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars to play all of them would be worth it, but, you know, buyer's taste and all that.
Right. Oh, man. The classic Fortress of Mystery ending. Gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Feels like it's been a while, and will be a while again, till we, meet these 3 consecutive locked doors.
That all have the key to the next door behind them.
Yeah.
It's such a good noise.
It's pretty sick. I think they messed this level up. In PlayStation Doom, I recall this level having a fire sky.
Oh?
For some reason, it's the Doom 2 city sky.
I mean, yeah, well, we've got chain gunners, too, right?
Right, but that was also a thing that happened in PlayStation Doom,
Mm-hmm.
Like when they combined the games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you think that's... do you think that's part of Saturn's... I mean, aside from what happened with the engine thing, do you think that's part of the troubled development of... Well, we kind of have this mishmash of Doom 1 and Doom 2, and now we need to try and get as much of it in and mostly functional as we can.
And maybe.
Like, are any of our endgame buddies cold? Are we missing a mastermind, perhaps?
I think we've got them all, actually. It was, so it's the same as PlayStation Doom, which means it ends in Redemption Denied, which is the final level that has Spider Masterminds instead of an Icon of Synfight.
Right.
So, it was just like the weird thing with Final Doom for the PlayStation where they didn't, they had the Spider Mastermind in the Monster Cast call, but never actually put it in any maps.
Sorry, did you catch that teleporter, that floor tile being misaligned?
Yeah, it was a bit weird.
Yeah, it was a little bit off.
Yeah, it's been a really long time since we looked at the PlayStation version of
I know
this.
Yeah, I think
so. It's hard to say if that was in that.
Was that pre-hiatus? I think
that was pre-hiatus.
Yeah, so it's been an especially long time.
Yeah.
And again, not unlike like any Doom game with really nice colored lighting. That's basically the only thing I remember it for is all the pretty colors. Look at them flow.
Yeah, it's all gone here, unfortunately. Yeah. This is so weird. It's Mount Erebus without the fire blue buildings and with the Doom 2 sky.
So, it's the most it's the most petty thing to be pleased or impressed by with Doom Saturn here. Saturn here.
Yeah, Doom Saturn, cities on hell.
But I like that I like the render distance fog effect that we've got. It does, I don't know, it helps with big open areas a little bit, make them look kind of neat. Like it looks real dark back there, right?
Right.
All the way down the hallway.
That's the classic Doom diminished lighting algorithm.
Right, but it feels so much more contrasted here because...
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's like, gosh, this...
Like, I wonder if it's
at what
close up. Or...
Yeah, I wonder if it's like a palette thing, like... And that got me wondering, when do game consoles stop using palettes?
Yeah, that's...
Like, I'm pretty sure Saturn must have had palettes, right? Right? I don't really know.
Maybe to save on performance, right? But at the same time, it was still a very, like, sprite-heavy console, so using palettes would still be, like, a very good classic way to get a lot out of your game without taking up a whole bunch of memory, because you can just reference, you know, the color palette without having to actually have these fully detailed sprites all the time for everything.
I'd like to point out that I just totally tanked a face rocket there.
No big deal.
Whatever.
Oh, hey, look, E4.
Yeah.
M1. We're here already because of the weird progression of console Doom.
Right. Well, I am just kind of zooming through these levels. I somehow made it through that map with minimal damage, which feels like a feat.
Oh,
Did they
yeah,
add health to that level in console version? I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, because there's no... Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there's just 2 health bottles in PC version, but I don't know if they adjusted... Oh, wow. It's chunky.
Holy moly.
John Romero built this map in 6 hours, and it will take 6 hours for the Sega Saturn to render it. It's not handling these wide open maps so well.
Man, well, I mean, I hope at least if you're going for the par times on Saturn Doom that the entire processor grinding to a halt to try and render the next frame doesn't affect your par time.
Right.
That the clock slows down too.
Right.
Oh, yep, the moment you open a door. Man, that's so...
It's not even that big of an area, wow.
I know. That
It's still not as bad as 3DO Doom, though, somehow.
Right? I mean, it feels like it would be hard to stoop to the level of 3DO. In general, just that whole console experience.
Yeah, that's true.
There is something a little bit nostalgic about opening a door and instantly getting hit with lag, though, even though maybe a console isn't the right medium for that to be happening.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like slow motion. It's bullet time.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? The contrast on the color, like the fireballs for the friggin' Hell Knights feel way brighter instead of that kind of pale green. They've got like a sharp, like, yeah, the contrast on Saturn Doom feels a lot sharper.
I feel ya.
Maybe that's probably what's causing the diminished lighting to seem so dark.
Yeah.
It could also just be like that. Wait a second. That wasn't a scrolling exit sign, was it? Because that was also another misaligned texture, if that's the case.
It's possible, but I'm unsure.
Yeah. It may have just been on the side. Whoops.
Yeah. And this is the marshes, the level that didn't exist in Doom 1 that is technically still part of Doom 1 in the PlayStation/Saturn version that lets you technically, in the most technical sense, have a super shotgun in Doom 1 for one level. Before you go on to Doom 2.
Right.
Alright, in this level... I guess I didn't get the super shotgun in the previous map, though. Did they take it out of the Saturn version? I wouldn't think so.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess I should have asked that when I was asking about cold content, so...
Well, I mean, I know it's in Doom 2, it's just I don't know if they took it out of that map or not.
Oh, I see.
I remember it being somewhere in the marshes.
Yeah, that exit sign looked pretty static. I think that other one was just sideways. Well...
The voice is back.
Your victory enabled humankind to evacuate Earth and escape the nightmare. But then Earth Control pinpoints the source of the alien invasion, and you are their only hope. You painfully get up and return
Voice acting is my passion.
I love how patronizing he sounds at the very end there. What the hell is this?
I don't know what
glass?
the heck. I guess that was to show off transparent textures or something. It was, I think, that way in PlayStation Doom also.
I don't remember.
And I'm still
that,
not sure why.
If it was, boy, I don't remember it being that jarring.
It was probably softened by the colored lighting.
Maybe. Oh yeah, if it was there, I'd straight.
Oh wow!
Yes, another chainsaw
gib. Yeah, heck yeah. Alright, back in the Doom 2 zone though.
Yep.
Love Doom 2.
Super
Alright.
shotgun.
There's the weird, like, compressed super shotgun sprite.
Do you see?
What's up?
I gotta wait for you to pull it out again. Oh man.
That's how it looked in the PlayStation version 2, mind. Which is why they changed it for Final Doom.
Okay. So yeah, maybe I did remember that from PlayStation Doom, but I suppose regardless, noticing that it's weirdly curved slightly to the left.
Yep.
It's not quite compressed right. Oh, that was a bad move.
Yeah, it happens. I guess I was trying to decide what to start the level with.
Yeah. Oh man, it's never gonna come back out. Dang it.
Yeah, did I decide against the super shotgun for the whole rest of this game?
Just waiting for that wonky curved barrel to come back out. There it is.
Here we go.
Oh, and there it goes.
Sprite compression. Which is weird. I don't understand why that's the only sprite that did that.
I don't know.
Every time I see this room now, I think of spooky, scary skeletons.
Ooh. Oh, this room. Yeah. Oh god, you're gonna have some problems.
Welcome to the Crusher Marine.
Yep. And also,
the CPU Crusher, that is.
Blast processing, more like processor blasting.
Yeah.
I also noticed that, or I think I noticed that the Spider Mastermind in that room was replaced with Hell Knights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird because that's what they are in like normal and easy mode in Doom.
But we're
2,
playing
like
ultra
PC.
violence, and it's still that. Yeah.
Yeah. God, part of me misses like just taking whole afternoons to record an entire Doom port.
Yeah, it's just the joy of like sitting down with the game and going, "This is all I'm doing today." It's nice and simple. I plan to do that tomorrow, perhaps, but we'll see what happens.
How tricked and/or trapped will I become today?
In the 7 or 8 ways of death.
Yeah.
Yeah. This room still the same.
Wow, look at him chug along.
Oh.
It's like I'm watching like an amateur stop motion video.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's never happened before.
Wow. They were so quiet and inactive that they just let him walk right by.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh.
I found the level skip cheat. Good news, everybody.
Never happened. We got through it. It's fine. Pistol start. Does that count as a death? Who knows? Doom guy being erased from existence and then another Doom guy appearing in the next level. You decide.
It's fine.
Unsolved mysteries. Let's go.
Oh man. God, this like soundtrack doesn't feel quite right without the colored lighting. It's weird.
Yeah.
Alas.
It feels like it's doing all the heavy lifting and the game visually is just not there at all. Chugging frame rate, like same vanilla Doom lighting, but way crunchier because of the frame rate and the whatever compression algorithm they're using to make everything look so much darker, I guess.
Right. Oh, am I gonna do it? Get him! We'll never know. Oh, that's right. There's no arch file in the PlayStation version. I forgot.
Oh man, wow. More nostalgia. A thing that I haven't seen in so long. Playing a video game with like an automatic weapon, and your frame rate is so bad that you don't see the muzzle flash. But it's a sprite, so that's somehow worse. It only ever renders on the in-between frames where the barrel's rotating and there's no muzzle flash. So bullets are just emitting from Doom Guy magically.
It's pretty impressive, actually.
Oh, man. Yeah. And if we fast forward, it's like the frame rate is fine.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Exactly. Hey.
Yeah, maybe you're just using the shotgun because the fire rate is so good. Honestly?
Maybe. I could see it. I'm having trouble with this door because it's hard to be precise.
Oh, yeah. You're on a Sega Saturn controller, too. I say again, I'm not even sure where we are chronologically anymore. I've become lost in time and space.
We're still in 97.
Well, okay. I knew that much, but... the Doom chronology of Doom time and space. Doom standard time. Okay, anyways. Playing Doom on the Sega Saturn controller, what's that like? What's it like to play this game?
Gosh,
Bring back those memories.
Yeah, I have to dig deep. I lived in a different place when I recorded this.
Wow. That was a long time ago.
Let me find a picture of a Sega Saturn controller real quick.
get that memory back.
Yeah, what is...
You know what?
Okay, so it's kind of like the 6-button Genesis controller. So actually better than the Atari version, which just had the huge like number pad.
Oh my god, I forgot it had that too.
Yeah, I feel like the Jaguar is like the worst controller to hold of the Doom ports I've played. Oh, I'm in Club Doom, the secret level.
Nice.
Yeah. Still not the same without the colored lighting.
No.
And also worse frame rate.
And wow, actually way uglier without the colored lighting. I mean, the music's alright still. That ugly curved
you totally
barrel.
can just walk in there and get the Megasphere.
Oh, I guess so. Okay.
Alright, get me the heck out of here.
Alright, yeah, I remember the Sega Saturn controller now. It was pretty much was the 6-button version of the Genesis controller, but you had shoulder buttons. Revolutionary.
Oh yeah, that's right. And they're really clicky.
Yeah, they're good. You know, that I guess that's one really good thing we got from the Sega Saturn, the advent of the clicky
they still got the Ghost Cacodemon in Map 17.
Nice.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. That was important to me.
Nah, it's fine. that was all I had to say, really. Clicky shoulder buttons. I imagine that would... Oh god, I'd hope that'd be your fire button, but this is like early console FPSs. I could see it being in like B and A is the use button.
I'd figured they'd be the strafe buttons in this game.
Yeah, right? That makes sense.
Yeah, it's like... I don't know, it's been a while, I don't remember.
It's probably A to fire, B to...
Wow!
Satisfying.
Wow!
Very satisfying.
Oh, it's good stuff.
There's one thing about the BFG. It doesn't matter if you don't kill anything in the room. If you get a spectacular light show from all the things you hit, it was still worth it to fire that shot.
Yeah, that was great. Like a slow motion death slide show.
Yeah. Disco ball of
Goodbye
death.
the Citadel. Yeah, heck yeah. Well.
Oh, Super Shotgun feels a little faster too, but it's
hard to say. I don't freaking know.
Again, though, with the game running at sub 5 frames per second, or so at least it feels like it. Hard to tell.
Could be. We're making our way for sure, though. Our last traipse through Doom 2 for a while, I think.
Yeah.
It's a shame it was on the Saturn port. But
well, we had to get here eventually, right?
Yep. Come on, guys, give me a break. I thought we were cool, fellas. We'd settled the whole Map 22 thing. Come on.
You know, I'm thinking about it, and now I almost wonder if your tankiness is attributed to how laggy Saturn Doom is. If we think about everything involved with like hit registration and projectiles intended next position and all that fun stuff. And if you're lagging hard enough, maybe anything trying to hit you just phases through your existence, except for maybe hit scan. Ow!
Oh no!
Oh no! Well,
what a level to die on.
Oh man.
Well, I figured it out, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, if a frame takes longer to process, that means the projectile needs to travel further, right?
In theory, yeah. Like, if it doesn't get a chance to check on that frame because the frame didn't even get to render or something like that.
Great.
Some weird shenanigans going on with everything lagging so badly.
I could see it.
And so you're just not getting hit half the time by anything.
Oh, they changed the water cube. It was a water cube in PC version.
Oh man.
They just fixed the texture and it's not a water cube anymore.
Dang.
Man.
Some things just weren't meant to be fixed.
Yeah. John Romero's classic, The Abandoned Mines.
Yep. Oh, we're gonna struggle on this level because we have all these transparent mid textures for the bars.
Yeah.
Yikes,
right.
Man.
No, it's fine. We'll make it. Eventually. Alright. We've solved the mines. Good job, team.
Yep, the head bob is so bad when you're at 2 frames a second. You're just up, down, up, down.
It's like being on a wooden roller coaster.
Oh god. I was thinking like 2-frame, 3-frame Mario walking. But from first person.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Leg up, leg down, leg up, leg down. And those are your only 2 frames.
I mean, what else do you need?
Right?
Alright, the final level. Redemption denied. Console Doom closure. Here we come.
Oh boy, how bad's it gonna lag when we go out there?
Oh, who could say? I gotta prepare myself in the Icon of Syndrome. It doesn't bode well. It took like 3 seconds for that teleporter fog to clear. I'm impressed.
Woo. Oh man. Oh, it's so. Oh yes. Oh, it's so lovely.
Get him.
You have enough time to think about which weapon you're pulling out next because the game's running so slow, man.
Yeah, it's like Doom chess.
Yeah.
Alright, there's our Spider Mastermind final bosses.
It's like if Doom was a turn-based combat game. What a novel concept. I'm sure we'll never see anything like that.
Couldn't be. Alright, that was the final level. Whose redemption was denied, exactly?
The Sega Saturns. Sorry.
By turning the evil of the horrors of hell in upon itself, you have destroyed the power of the demons.
Yes.
Guy.
Their dreadful invasion has been stopped cold. Now you can retire to a lifetime of devouring.
Is this guy on my side or not?
Congratulations.
Like, what's the narrator's beef with me, you know?
It's, oh boy. 90s dark aesthetic. The narrator is not on your side. He's just here to tell a grim story about death and destruction.
Yeah, alright.
Yep. And then Doom Guy dies because we hit
Yeah.
the A button. Yeah.
technically one. I didn't die in the tricks and traps.
Well, yeah, but that would be such a dumb. That's so dumb.
Right.
That's
And I still
console
can't
shenanigans. It's not you.
I can't get over how childish "destroyed the power of the demons" sounds. It's so good.
Oh, that is so...
It sounds like
oh.
something my brother would have written, like, at age 4. It's great.
It's just so very 80s, 90s. Destroy the power of the demons, right?
Oh, man. Well, that was Doom for the Sega Saturn. Up next, we've got... Oh, this it's a bit out there. Shrek for Quake.
Oh, man. I've heard things about Shrek. I'm excited to see what that turns into. I have zero expectations because I know nothing about it other than it's supposed to be kind of janky.
That's
literally all I know about it.
Well, next time, Shrek for Quake.
Yeah.
Goodbye. The end.
See you next time.